Every day, billions of people type a tiny secret into a box. A password. It looks simple, but this small habit is hiding one of the biggest security problems ever created, because passwords were invented for a world that no longer exists. You probably have one password you use too much. Maybe you changed one letter. Maybe you added a number at the end. Maybe you promised yourself you would fix it later. But here is the strange truth. Passwords were invented to solve a small problem. Then the internet turned them into a global weakness. Passwords did not begin with computers. Long before screens and servers, armies used watchwords. A guard in the dark needed to know if a stranger was a friend or an enemy. The answer was a secret phrase. If you knew it, you passed. If you did not, you were stopped. The idea was ancient, simple, and dangerous. Identity could depend on one shared secret. For a long time, computers were not personal. They were huge, expensive machines inside research labs. Many people had to share the same computer. This created a new problem. If everyone used the same system, how could one person keep private files away from another person? The password was not created as a grand security invention. It was a practical lock for a shared machine. If you love hidden stories like this, hit like and subscribe, because every invention has a secret, and we're just getting started. At MIT, the compatible time-sharing system helped shape modern computing. It allowed several people to use one computer system. Fernando Corbato and the CTSS team are widely linked to the first computer password system. The goal was simple. Each user needed a private space. A password was an easy way to unlock that space without wasting precious machine resources. The warning came early. One famous CTSS story tells of Alan Scher, a researcher who wanted more computer time. Instead of breaking a wall, he found a weakness in the system's process. He obtained passwords that were not supposed to be seen. The exact details are often retold differently, but the meaning is clear. As soon as passwords existed, people found ways around them. The next problem was storage. A computer had to check whether a password was correct. So somewhere, in some form, the system needed information about that password. Early designs were risky because secrets could be exposed if the wrong file was seen. This created a new kind of security problem. The password was not only something a user had to protect, it was something the computer had to protect too. In the 1970s, Unix became one of the most important systems in computing. Its designers faced a hard truth. Passwords had to be useful, but they also had to survive attacks. Robert Morris and Ken Thompson later described password security as a compromise between extreme security and ease of use. That sentence explains the entire future of passwords. Make them too easy and they break. Make them too hard and people break the rules. Then the web arrived. Suddenly, a person did not need one password. They needed passwords for email, banking, shopping, work, games, forums, and social life. Every website asked for a new secret. Every secret had different rules. The human brain was not designed to become a password database. This is where the small lock became a daily burden. Companies tried to fix weak passwords with rules. Use capital letters. Use numbers. Use symbols. Change it every few months. Do not reuse it. But many people reacted in predictable ways. They wrote passwords down. They made tiny changes. They reused the same pattern again and again. The system blamed the user, but the design was asking too much from memory. The biggest danger was not one person forgetting a password. It was millions of passwords leaking at once. As more services moved online, stolen credentials became valuable. If people reuse the same password, one breach could unlock another account somewhere else. This is called credential abuse. It made the old password idea collapse under scale. A secret shared with one website could become a key to many doors. Security teams added another layer, a code on your phone, a hardware key, a confirmation prompt. This helped because the password was no longer the only gate, but it also proved something important. The password alone was no longer trusted enough. The original simple lock now needed another lock beside it. Another answer was the password manager. Instead of remembering every secret, the user remembers one strong master password. The manager can create long, random passwords for different accounts. This solved part of the memory problem, but it also asked users to trust another system. Passwords were no longer just personal secrets. They became managed infrastructure. By the late 2010s, official guidance began to change. Experts saw that some old password rules made people less safe, not more safe. Forced complexity could create predictable patterns. Forced rotation could make users change one small part and keep the rest. Newer guidance focused more on length, blocked known bad passwords, and better user experience. It was a quiet admission. The human memory problem had been ignored for too long. Now, the industry is moving toward passkeys and passwordless sign-ins. Instead of typing a secret into every website, a device can prove who you are with cryptographic keys. The user unlocks the device with a PIN, fingerprint, face check, or pattern. The website does not need to receive a reusable password. This can reduce phishing and large-scale password reuse attacks. But the change is not instant. Old systems stay alive for years. The password problem is fading slowly, not disappearing overnight. Return to that login screen. A blank box, a blinking cursor, a secret only you are supposed to know. Passwords became a problem because they were built for a smaller world. A world of shared machines, trusted labs, and fewer accounts. But the internet turned one simple secret into hundreds of doors. The password was invented to protect identity. Then identity moved everywhere, and the tiny secret became too heavy for humans to carry alone.